Hi everyone, this is going to be an unboxing video of my brand new or brand old, I don't know, actually it was advertised as not used, I believe, so yeah, should be new, but they don't produce them anymore, though. So yeah, I forgot to mention what it is exactly. It is a motherboard, server grade, I would say, called Supermicro X11SCL-IF. And what's nice about this motherboard is that it is micro ITX, and it fits some small builds. It supports ECC memory, and that was my main goal, basically, to move my NAS that I will show you in some other videos, how I set it up, move it from using just consumer grade AMD based motherboard and system without ECC to more reliable server grade with ECC memory, because even though many people argue that you don't need SEC that much, but some people actually are very vocal about it being very important for reliability, especially when it comes to the your data storage, where you have all your life, all your family memories, whatever. So yeah, I've decided to go with this solution, and I've also decided to make this video because I couldn't find a lot of information about this topic of building using this particular hardware, but also building NAS and home labs using server grade hardware. So yeah, once I learned about this motherboard, I just searched it on Amazon, and luckily there was the last basically the last item in stock of that seller. It was available for shipping the same day, and I got it really quick. And but still, you can always find those kind of things on eBay. And yeah, besides this memory, I also got it on eBay. It's 32 gigabytes of I guess it's a DDR4. Yeah, I decided to go with 32 gigabytes just for basically to make it a bit future-proof. And by future-proof, I mean that if I want to use true NAS, which unfortunately I can't do it right now because my system is running on BTRFS on Open Media Vault, and in order to move all the data to the true NAS system, I need another hard drives to back those up and transition to ZFS. So yeah, for now I don't need that much memory, but when I move to ZFS, they say you need 1 gigabyte of RAM per terabyte of storage, ideally, in order to keep all those protections or whatever. And yeah, what else? Here I got a Intel i3, what is it, 9100F. Yeah, so yeah, let's take a look at it. What does it say? Yes, Core i3 9100F. Yeah, hopefully it works. So in this video, I'm gonna just try to yeah, first we're gonna unbox it, and then I'll try to plug it in and see if all the components actually work. I'm gonna wear these gloves just to be on a safe side, so to say. So here's the motherboard. So it has 2 slots for the RAM. It has 4 SATA 3 sockets, which is fine for me because I have only 2 HDD drives, and I'll expand it to 4, which will still be enough. And yeah, if you need more, of course you can use this PCI, what is it, PCI 4, I guess, with a X16 slot that I guess can be bifurcated in multiple. And why would you need it? Because this board unfortunately only has 1 gigabit LAN ports, and for those of you who wants 10 gigabits, 2.5 and so on, you will have to use PCIe slot for the dedicated boards to support that kind of Ethernet. And if you need to have both Ethernet and the more SATA ports, you will have to use some risers that split this into 2x8 ports. And yeah, for now, for me, it's all good. I don't need modifications to that. One more thing is that this particular processor does not have an integrated graphics card. So if I want to use Docker and run, let's say, Jellyfin on this system, I will have to plug in the discrete GPU, something simple like Intel Arc, in order to transcode. But again, for now, I'll probably won't do it because I have another system running Docker and running other containers. So this one will be fully dedicated to Open Media Vault for now. And once I move to TrueNAS, I will think if I want to actually expand this further. One of the most amazing features of this motherboard is that it has this IPMI system, which is basically KVM over IP. So like the other day during the Black Friday, I was exploring the options of buying something like Jet KVM or what was that, GLI Comet as basically KVM over IP solution. And I was really pleasantly surprised that Supermicro already solved it long time ago. Basically, it has all of the same features, I would say. And the great part actually is that it even works without any CPU, RAM installed, nothing. So it's like a self-sufficient unit that you can already plug in and yeah, basically use it. So what else do we have in the box? So this little guide. There are 2 SATA cables, front panel. So yeah, my goal for today is to install all the components here. Actually, not all of them, just CPU and RAM. Plug it into power supply and then access it through the IPMI system. And yeah, after that I will probably run a memory test, and then in some next videos I will try to set up the Open Media Vault to the storage. and then install it all in my Johnsbow N4 case, in which I'm currently running the AMD system. So yeah, let's go and install the things here. Yeah, this memory I bought from the eBay seller. The ad specifically mentioned that it supports this motherboard, because from what I heard, these Supermicro motherboards can be sometimes very picky about the memory, and yeah, that's why I didn't want to experiment too much and went with the at least allegedly verified solution. So as a power supply, I will use this tiny Corsair HX11SCL-IF. It should be plenty for this motherboard. Okay guys, actually I'm kidding. This power supply is meant for my other rig, where I'm gonna be using multiple GPUs to run LLMs locally. Since this box was sealed, I decided why not to do unboxing video here as well. Yeah, this PSU is massive. It's insane. Never seen such a huge PSU in my life. So it has a lot of cables to satisfy all the needs, all the possible needs of running any kind of system. And yeah, as you can see, power for a lot of PCIe GPUs. Yeah, it doesn't have those dedicated 50 series NVIDIA 50 series GPUs, but they have those cables that you plug two of them in and they combine it. Wow, those sockets are probably meant for handling this kind of power. Right, and this Ethernet cable goes into IPMI. So once I turn it on, I should see the green light here. Okay, it's right here. Okay, in the end it was apparently a bad idea to turn it on without any cooling, at least a radiator. So yeah, because it started producing beeping sound and I felt the CPU was really hot. So let's try to turn it on with a cooler. Okay, it's working. Now we need to wait for a beep. Okay, I was able to access now I was able to access now the IPMI interface. Actually, it doesn't show me anything specific about the system, but at least I can see the the temperatures, some other readings. Now what I want to do is to try to use the image to load from it, which will be the memory test. So I didn't manage to boot up from the IPMI, and I just used the USB flashed image, and after 4 hours 45 minutes my memtest 86 passed with no errors. So yeah, it's all good now, and next step is going to be to actually install OpenMediaVault here. I have a spare M2 SATA drive because I don't want to spend my 2 terabytes NVMe drives for this tiny operating system. But because it was 2240 length, I had to print this improvised adapter. So yeah, stay tuned. In the next video I will set up my NAS, basically transition it to this motherboard, and then I will be using this beast to power up my future LLM rig that will include 2 GPUs in the beginning, and then we will see if I expand it more. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section. Bye.